You're not witnessing. Today, we got a very special show. We got a very, very special guest. We got the R&B sensation. The 760 hero, nigga. Yeah, nigga. We got J.O.K.E.S himself.
Spell that shit.
We got J.O.K.E.S Loves Life in the house. What up, dog?
What's poppin' with it, brother?
We got Stoney the Drunk one right here.
Yeah.
And we got Danny Love Life over there.
Danny V in the motherfucker. Danny V in the cut.
Dog. Okay, I have to formally apologize about the last show.
It's beautiful.
Hey, we have fun, though.
We had a fucking blast, dog.
It was a great time.
We had fun, but I have to formally apologize.
My boy was high for 3 days.
Dog, I couldn't get up out of bed the next day. Dog. I was feeling it last night. I got drunk last night too.
Yeah, it don't stop. Fuck it. That's part of the That's part of the. Let's chop it up. We gonna chop it up. We gonna drink a beer. We gonna smoke something. It's all good.
Everybody wants me to be professional and shit, and I didn't start this to be professional. You know what I mean?
But that's the thing. They don't understand. It's let's chop it up. We're chopping it up, like everybody does. You mean?
Yeah, it's not an interview. It's more of a session. And just
straight up.
Shit,
I fuck with it. I fuck with it.
So, anyways,
but it's all good, man. I'm glad to be right back here, fucking where it's supposed to happen and when it's supposed to happen.
I'm gonna ask you some of the same questions I
asked
you last time. But I don't even remember half of the shit I asked you last time.
I didn't remember half of it either. It's cool, man.
I was watching footage. Because everybody thinks that I lost all of the footage. I didn't lose all the footage. I only lost the first.
I seen the little snippets that you put in from the, that shit was hilarious. Yeah.
The snippets everybody saw was when I was already faded when I went to go throw up and shit. You know what I mean? So
they caught the moment on camera too. It was beautiful. He said,
I only lost the good footage. You know? So
yeah.
You look confused as hell when you did that. You're like, huh? Where's it going?
I'm talking. All right, man, but whatever. I'm only here for your podcast.
Nevertheless, it was a fucking great show, wasn't it?
It was a
good time.
It was definitely a good time.
Agreed.
Chose a better way to launch it than that way.
That's the best way to do it. I'm honored and proud to be right back and say we were the trial run, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I also want to say, the second day in a row I'm wearing Kobe.
That's right.
Because we're honoring the Black Mamba.
Yeah.
Lakers shit right there.
1 week today.
Man.
Rest in peace to the great.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The greatest player I've ever seen with my own two eyes and shit.
With the 13th pick in the 1996 NBA draft, the Charlotte Hornets select Kobe Bryant from Lower Merion High School in Pennsylvania. He definitely is in the top 10 players of all time. No question about it.
He's the best player in the game?
Oh, hands down.
He's the best player in basketball, and I don't think it's even close.
He has some of the best skills that the NBA has ever seen in history.
Honestly, I look at Kobe Bryant as that guy that is the best, one of the best in our league.
It's just that simple. There's nothing that Kobe Bryant can't do.
But what he did for the game of basketball was simply legendary.
You actually went to a game?
Oh, all the time, dog.
That's fucking
beautiful. My son's been to a gang of games since he was little.
That's right.
Shit, you know?
Hell yeah.
That's right.
I used to go all the time, you know, and he was just ever since
witness
I was,
greatness with your own eyes. That's beautiful,
man. Yeah, man. I posted a video not too long ago. It was me and my daughter. I think it was like one of the last,
no, I seen it. Yeah,
I think it was the second to the last game at Staples that he ever played or something like that.
Yeah, that's dope.
And it was a good experience, man.
That's fucking dope. I remember watching his last game at the pad with my brother, and just telling my brother, like, cause he's like, man, we'll go to a game next season. I was like, for what? There's no point now. Like, fuck it, you know what I mean? I was a Kobe fan, dog. I'm not a big Lakers fan, but I was a Kobe fan always, dog. Yeah, once he left the Lakers, it was like.
You know what's dope though is to say that we watched him play a whole career instead of losing him while he still played.
Yeah,
you know?
That's
respectfully, he played all throughout his career.
Yeah.
Think about how blessed we are as people, dog. We seen Kobe play.
My daughter was just born 3 months ago, dog, and I was telling my baby mama, I was like, damn, she's gonna grow up in a world with no Kobe Bryant. Like, he's just a myth, like a legend now.
You
like,
can't even imagine
that.
You
can't even say, like, look at that man right there.
I seen Kobe in an interview, dog, and he was saying that his daughters were like, dang, Dad, I didn't even know you could play like that. Cause you know how he scored 60 on his last game. And he was like, oh, I used to do it all the time. They didn't even know that he played like that.
Crazy.
You know? And we saw that. You think about the greatness we witnessed. We witnessed Kobe. Mm-hmm. We're witnessing LeBron.
Yeah.
We've seen the tail end of Jordan's career.
Facts.
We've seen Tom Brady. We've seen Peyton Manning. We've seen a lot of greatness. Like the greatest ever, you know? And then today, We might see Patrick Mahomes do some great things. You know what I mean?
That's for sure.
But anyways, let's get back to jokes.
Yeah.
So J.O.K.E.S, the R&B
buddy.
sensation.
The motherfucking R&B sensation in the building.
album is titled
Love Life, man.
How's it doing for you, man?
It's doing good. It's doing really good. People keep asking me why it's not on the what is it, the streaming platforms and everything right now. I'm just doing it independently for right now. You know what I mean? Everything was in motion for it to be done through that, and there was a couple little difficulties that I had to take care of, but it literally just got cleared, so we're gonna make that shit crack as soon as possible. But
what do you mean it got cleared? What
it got cleared? It's just the distribution that we're doing it through. There's just some bullshit that we had to deal with on the side end of just situations that I've been through in the past, and you know what I mean? So I had to clear all that shit up before we move forward. So, but it's all good now. I just did a bunch of fucking paperwork, online paperwork, and sent them a bunch of pictures of all my information. So they gonna fuck me eventually, but they got it all and it's cleared. So my album's gonna be on the streaming platforms real soon. But for now, if you guys want it, man, it's still available through email. You guys can hit me up and you know what I mean, receive your copy. It's doing real well too. I get, you know what I mean, I'm getting orders weekly, so it's a beautiful thing. It's still crazy. I can't believe so many people take the time to sit there and they actually want to support. Because the whole and a side note too, the whole thing is free on YouTube right now. The day that it dropped, I knew it wasn't going to be able to hit the platforms like I wanted it to, so I stayed up all night and I made sure every single song was on my YouTube channel, Love Life TV. And so you guys can listen to it for free, but it's still dope that people are taking the time. They want to support it. You know what I mean? They actually want to take the time to support it. It's probably my best body of work, dog. I put out 2 albums prior, but just to have the features that I have on there and the time spent on just this one project was probably like 2.5 years. I would go, every song that I did would go through this man right here, Danny V, fucking AKA Dark Spot Dan, AKA, you know what I mean?
Wait. Did you say Dark Spot Dan?
Dark Spot Dan.
Me a bunch of names.
Dark Spot Dan.
I don't even want to know the story behind
I don't know about
that.
that. Dark Spot Dan. All right.
Dark Spot Dan. But yeah, man, everything went through this. This is the only person that I look for confirmation through everything that I'm doing, as much as he's not a rapper.
You're like the executive producer and shit?
Yeah, he should get some credit, but we ain't gonna give him nothing like that.
Oh, no, don't do it like that, Dark Spot Dan. That's fucked up, dog. I'd rather call you Lieutenant Dan than Dark Spot Dan. Lieutenant Dan!
Nah, I just critique him. Everything.
You keep it real with him?
All day. I'm like the only one that like really criticizes him on his music, you know? I tell him like switch it up, you know?
Does it ever cause any animosity between you guys and shit?
No, I mean, at first I think like when he would give me his opinions, it wasn't like something that I took, but you don't understand, like every step of my career that I'm trying to make out of this, he's been a part of it, whether it was fucking rolling to Mexico and fucking partying over there with Toker or fucking doing shows with Baby Bash or fucking, you know what I mean? Down to fucking when I was recording my first project and I would come to him with a CD in my baby mom's bucket ass ride, dog. It had a CD player with one speaker that worked, and we'd sit in there and just put, hey bro, I got a new song. Can you come through? Yeah, I'll bring the blunt. He brought the blunt. We sit there, smoke out to it. I like this, but maybe you should switch this, or maybe you should do this. Like, he was just constantly doing that from day one. And now he's literally the only person, like I said, it's not even that I don't accept opinions, but he's the one the opinion that I want. You know what I mean? That's my boy right there. That's my brother.
For those of you that don't know what a CD is.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Back in the day. Back in my days.
And we used to put in something called a CD player.
A CD player.
Tell you something about Nam right now.
That shit's like 8 tracks to these motherfuckers right now.
Go ahead and Google it, kids. You'll be all right.
Go ahead and Google what a CD is. It was actually pretty fun to have CDs.
Wow.
Literally, like
I don't even want to bring a
It had actual
tape.
buttons. It wasn't touchscreen.
You couldn't talk to it? What do you mean? Fuck.
Straight up.
How do you spell cassette?
I know. So the album, I noticed some of the songs. Me and you, when we went to go record "Feel So Proud," you were showing me a lot of music.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And were some of those songs that you were showing me that day is what you put on the album now?
A majority of them, bro. Yeah, I probably 10 out of 14 songs were recorded.
We don't say 14 around here, sir. It's 13 plus 1.
Well, 10 out of 1X songs. 10 out of 1X songs were recorded previously, probably within this like a year and a half ago. I stopped recording those records between a year and a half. And I just sat on them forever, man, because I wanted them to be released properly. I knew what the time and effort that I put into it, so I knew it had to be right. And I went through a couple different situations, you know what I mean, trying to find a home base. And it all basically led me back right to where I was at. But listening to the songs, like, don't get me wrong, they're good records. It's just I needed something that was like now. You make music, so if you sit on music for too long and you keep listening to it, and you're just like, man, we gotta do something new.
Even though it's old to you, it's new to someone else.
Yeah, see, but I had to keep that.
Tired of it.
I had to keep that mindset the whole time. Like, nah, these motherfuckers are dope. Like, these records are dope. Like, you know what I mean? As much as I've heard him, he calls them the oldies. Every time I drop a new album, he calls them the oldies. Every time I drop a new album, he's like, oh man, you just dropped the oldies, huh? That's right. Yeah, man. Then we you know what I mean? This is the first time in 2 years that I released everything that I have in my arsenal. Like, everything that I've been sitting on, I either released it independently or through this album that I got out right now. Last year I did a EP with the homeboy Breeze Beats.
Yeah, I heard that one.
Yeah, I mean, with features from Tres, the homie King Cash. You know what I mean? It was real dope. J.O.K.E.S. But yeah, man, it took a real long time, but it's a beautiful thing. And I added the 4 records. I did a song for my daughter. I did a song called Smoking.
That one's beautiful,
Thank
dog.
you,
That's Counting Seconds, right?
Counting Seconds, yeah.
That's a good one. If they don't, for those that don't know, Counting Seconds is about your daughter.
'Cause you were born to be a warrior. I swear this all brought me back to faith. With all this love that I'm feeling, bring a smile on my face. Steady pace, with a heart so strong. Overwhelming, so I try to put my words in a song. Waited so long, just to finally meet you. Knew early on that these cards you were dealt wouldn't beat you. Can't wait to teach you all the things that my dad taught me. Know he'd be so proud, his grandbaby a beast. Nana calling every day, asking about a baby girl. Tell her when she come home, we gon' give her the world, and I believe it. So much fight, I can see it. This little girl still in hearts, on a journey to being here at home where she should be. Boss knew she would be. Got daddy counting seconds, knowing what it could be. Saying prayers every night before I go to sleep. Jehovah God, watch over my baby, please.
My daughter was in the NICU for the first 2 months of her life. She was born with a condition, and it just kept her in there for a while. You know what I mean? So we would literally drive an hour there and an hour back every day just to go visit her for, she'd only be awake for like an hour and a half, then she'd go to sleep. And we just basically stay until she fall asleep. Then we did
That
back.
was the best hour and a half of your day,
man,
huh?
every day, yeah. And she's home now, you know what I mean? Through the blessings of God and
she's
prayers.
Doing good now?
Yeah, she's
good,
home.
Good.
She's actually right down the street at Nino's house right now. She's chilling.
There you go.
And yeah, but like I said, just records like that. You know what's funny? A fun fact, bro. The first 3 days of her life, because right when she was born, like, it just inspired me. I get inspired by shit like that to write music. But the first 3 days of her life, every day I would go visit her. I would sing her "Feel So Proud."
Mm-hmm.
I'd be singing her "Feel So Proud," like, you know what I mean? Because I'm just proud of her. Like, she's kicking
That's
ass.
dope.
I tell her,
That's
you're
dope.
kicking ass all the time, baby. Daddy's proud of you. Like, and but I was like, man, I gotta make something for her. Like, you know what I mean? Specifically for her. And that's how literally that song, that "Feel So Proud" is what inspired.
It's dope, dog.
Counting
Like, I
Seconds.
really, when you send me the song, I got the chills. I was
Thank
like,
you, brother.
man, that's so dope. And I was just hoping she makes it home, dog.
Yeah, and she did, man.
It must have been
It's
a hard time and a worried time.
It was, bro. But looking back at hindsight, man, it put me in a better mindset with not only her, but like all my kids. Like, it made me, not to say that I didn't appreciate them before, but it makes you realize just some different shit. It put me in a different mentality with my kids. Like, that's why people keep asking me too this year. A lot of shit's been put on pause, even with the album thing. Like, I just been putting a lot of things on the back burner, focusing on my kids, because for the past 3 years of my life, everything's gone to the side for this music shit. You know what I mean? Whether it's time with them, whether it's time with family, whether it's the only person I ever hang out with is this guy, and it's because most of the time he's rolling with me. Like, it's just everything's been moving towards that. So I just been putting a lot of time aside for that and giving them that. But we're going into the second month of the year, and we're gonna go ahead and drop, I think, one more visual for this album, and then I got a lot of other things. I got 3 projects that I'm trying to drop this year. So.
What other than that song, what was fun making, or what other song was fun making, or your other? Well, they're all probably your best work, but
the one I'm most proud of, and it's only because of the feature. I think it's a good song. Don't get me wrong. It's like what people expect from me, but the song I did with Baby Bash, and it's only because people like, man, like you really on Baby Bash. Like, it's not even, you don't understand. Like, when I was a kid, me and my mom, we, you know what I mean, we were going place to place. There were times we were homeless, sleeping in homeless shelters, and sometimes we couldn't even get there in time, so we had to sleep in the car. When we were sleeping in the car, there was 2 CDs that worked: the fucking Usher Confession CD and Baby Bash's Super Saucy CD.
Oh shit!
So those are the only 2 CDs, and only certain tracks worked. The CD player in the car was fucked up, so only certain tracks worked. And I would just sit there and listen. I remember telling my mom one day, I was like, because she loves Baby Bash. I said, I'm gonna introduce you to him one day. And I know, mijo, I know.
Like she didn't believe you and shit.
Yeah. We all have dreams,
yeah,
mijo.
yes, you are, mijo. I know it.
And I'm gonna win the lottery.
And the beautiful thing that happened was last year, a year to this month, I took my mom to a Baby Bash show, and I took her back, and he took us backstage, and we watched the show from the stage. Like, he took us on stage with us for the whole show, and she got to watch the whole thing and take pictures with him and fan out, and she was just was in tears, bro. So
that's cool.
The fact that it turned into something like that, but yeah, and to say I have a record with him, like, I used to fall asleep in cars listening to this man, and now you know what I mean? Now I got a record with him. I got his number in my motherfucking cell phone. Like, that just lets me know, like, I'm moving in the right direction, dog.
That's dope. How did the song come about with him? Like, how did you get him on the actual record?
He used to do this thing on Instagram. It was called Talent Tuesdays. And it was basically like a talent show on Instagram.
Okay.
He go live with certain people. They do their talents. Most of them were singing. Some of them take bong rips. You know what I mean? Like, just whatever talent, like any talent that they could do. And I did it every week for like a month, to the point where he started remembering me. And he's like, and then every time I'd hop on, he'd be like, Jokes, my boy Jokes. Hey man, I know Jokes gonna take it this week. I know he's gonna take it this week. And finally I ended up winning. one Talent Tuesday. And I woke up the next morning after I won, and I had a message from his management talking about Bash wants to help me with distribution and stuff. Though that stuff didn't get to follow through, mostly on my part, because I didn't put the
distribution as far as signing you and shit.
I think that's what it was gonna lead to. You know what I mean? But it's just to have him in my corner and to say that, you know what I mean? That's one of my biggest people that backs me right now. Like, it's a beautiful thing. He didn't. It's not this, you know what I mean? Hey, pay me this much and I'll fucking do that. Man, he did everything off
just
the
to
love,
have
man.
that kind of support, huh?
Yeah,
like that's dope. That's dope.
That and not to undersell the other feature that I'm very proud of on there is my big homie Mr. Shadow, man.
I was hoping you didn't talk about that.
He put me on. No, my boy
because
right here.
I'm gonna have to get on your motherfucking
that's
head.
why I had to bring it up. That's why I had to bring it up.
You didn't
I was hoping he didn't
that.
remember it from last time, but yeah, he brought it up. I brought it up.
This motherfucker got me happy, dog. He got me happy and shit. Like, he was like, man, I got this record. That fool sent it to me. He's like, Shadows on it. I heard the beat. I was like, who produced that motherfucker too? Tell everybody who produced that shit.
TY exclusive.
Come on, dog. You got Shadow. You got
We gonna do the video. Fuck him. We gonna do the remix. Don't
Jokes,
trip.
Dog.
Don't trip.
And then he asked me to be on this, so I was like, oh, hell no. Like, I was like, I'm doing this, motherfucker. I was on my way home, dog. I was on my way home. And I hear the beat. I was like, woo. I was fucking in LA traffic. Like,
yeah.
I have a system in my truck. I was bumping that shit, and I just started riding, dog. I finished that motherfucker like in 15 minutes. That's how on it I was. Like, I was loving that shit, dog.
I gassed it.
And then this Vato never fucking.
I totally gassed it.
Me and Stoney, we went to go shoot a music video, and we had to cut the music video short and shit to get back up here. We rushed all the way up here.
Fucked up.
And then Jokes is nowhere to be found.
And that just shows you FKM's character, because he still got me sitting right here, even though I totally fucking, I totally just played his whole fucking everything. It's just the way that the album worked out, dog. Like, I was planning on getting a lot of other features on that shit. It's just I kept giving people different dates. It was like November 1st or October something, and then it was like November 1st, and then Thanksgiving, and then December 1st. I just kept pushing it back, and I'm just like, fuck, like, if I the way that everything was working out with my daughter in the hospital and everything, like, I couldn't schedule no fucking studio time, dog. Like, and I couldn't get anywhere. I wasn't fucking able to move. I was just like, fuck, like, I gotta drop it the way it is. But hey, the MWA remix coming soon. We ain't dropping the video with just the way it is. You know what I'm saying? My boy gonna cop that fucking verse.
Danny
on the
boy,
still, dog.
Let's make sure you get me on the motherfucking remix. I don't
Danny
want that
boy, tell
verse.
him, yeah.
I don't want that verse to go to waste, dog. That shit was so dope. I'm excited.
I
about
can't.
that.
I still ain't even heard it yet, so I'm fuck. But if my boys gassed on it, I know it's fucking.
I was
know
like,
it's
man,
stupid gas.
hey, that beat came out so fucking dope, dog. That
Yeah.
shit was hard, especially having a TY beat.
Oh, yeah.
you like tease me and shit. Like you were holding
I
holding
know.
it in front of me.
You
and
want
then-
this?
Yeah.
You want? Well, too bad. No, nah, hey, that just the way that it worked out, bro. It would have been. It's still like I said. We're gonna make that shit happen, and I appreciate you even taking that time.
Hey,
to
so
fucking
you
do
started
that
your
shit.
career with Danny Boy, right?
Man.
Well, not started, but
Yeah,
like when
my-
you started
my-
professionally getting in the
professionally trying to
studio
get
and
into it.
everything. And I remember you were telling me the story.
I gave my time to a couple different people, dog, that promised me that they were gonna help me with this or help me with that, and it just never fucking fully fruition. And I remember Danny Boy hit me up. I had Danny Boy as a friend on MySpace, like
Oh,
it goes
damn.
back, but we never chopped it up. I would just always see him. I never
Yeah.
really knew him like that. And finally, when I first started doing my music, I was doing it with a Rock Band microphone and a fucking laptop that was probably about as thick as this when you close it, dog. Like, it was huge. Like,
The old school shit, dog?
Yeah, like I said, it sounded like a jet engine when you turn the motherfucker on, dog. I had to have it at one end of the room and the microphone at the other end, and you can still hear that motherfucker in the background, dog. But I was just putting shit out like that. It was really, really bad quality, but I was like, nobody could tell me shit, dog. I go back and listen to those on like my old SoundClouds and shit. I was like, man, nobody told me it sounded like this. Like, nobody could tell me, like, hey, little nigga, keep it. You know what I mean? Just kick back on that. But I'm glad nobody did because it turned into something beautiful. But anyways, Danny Boy was listening to that. I guess from what he told me, he said he was, I've been keeping my eye on you for a long time, and I finally seen where, I feel like you're ready to do something. He said, here's what I got to offer you. You can go to the studio with my boy. It was actually T.Y. Mm-hmm. Didn't tell me who it was at the time, and honestly, I didn't know who it was at the time.
Was T.Y. at the time?
T.Y. from the day that I met him, he was signed to, which he still is, I believe, DJ Paul's record
3 6
label.
Mafia?
Yeah. So he had already, when I walked in, seeing he had a 2 Chainz plaque on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
He had Yellow Wolf plaque on the wall, Ritz and shit. I'm like, man, oh shit, like, where you got me at, bro? And he's just like, this is my deal for you. He's like, we'll record one record. If you like the way it sounds, and he's like, I'm gonna give you these beats to pick through. You know what I mean? Pick whichever one you want. We'll rock with it. Do whatever you want with it. If you like the way it sounds, let's put an album out together. Let's see where it goes. If not, you got one song on me fully, you know what I mean? You can take it, do whatever you want with it.
That's dope.
I was like, all right. I mean, I wasn't expecting. The first time that I heard T.Y. mix my shit, dog, I was like, oh my God. Like,
He's a beast, huh?
I fell in love with it, bro. I was just like, but I didn't even finish recording the song. I just told, hey, Danny, he shook his hand, bro. I was like, we on, bro. We on, dog.
It's
Let's
already
do this
ready
shit.
to
Yeah,
go.
let's do this shit. We finished
Danny Boy.
We finished
I don't know you, and you don't know me. But if you offer me the same deal, let's do it. And I don't even rap anymore.
And T.Y.'s over there, like you said, he's doing big shit right now. He just did Trippie Redd's album. He got his platinum plaque for
the Drake's
Scorpion album.
Oh, shit.
You know what I mean?
Was the one you
Baby.
did with Shadow produced
It
by
was
T.Y.?
produced-
Was it an older song or?
He produced that record probably like 2015, dog, just the beat. And I sat on that shit forever. And then, I went and recorded over there at his spot. And I went to Shadow's. It was after I was doing work with Shadow. I was going over to Shadow spot, and he would just have me, hey, you want to hop on this one? Throw a hook on there for me. Mm-hmm. And finally, I was like, hey, bro, like, how much would you charge me for a verse? He's like, you've been sitting here dropping hooks for me. He's like, what you got?
That's fair exchange.
Yeah,
right
he's
there.
like, he's
You
not
drop-
even tripping.
That's the barter system.
Yeah,
and
it's a
shit.
beautiful thing. That's the homie, regardless. And after that, he told me, he's like, don't ever ask me no question like that.
Hey, but then again, he's a legend, so
bro,
it's an honor to drop hooks for him. So
that's
know
the
what
way
I
I
mean?
was looking at it. Like, I'm
Yeah.
honored to be a part of what you're doing, but I know you've been doing this shit forever, and there's motherfuckers that would beg to get you on a record. So I'm gonna respectfully ask you what's your price. If you want to show me that love, that's a beautiful thing.
Hey, that's
bro.
only the right thing to do. But say he was like, hey, give me a couple hundred, or that. I mean, that's still a
Just
good deal.
knowing him,
that's still a good deal.
'cause I
But that was the
speak-
right thing for him to do. To
Just
go
knowing
even
him though,
exchange.
like, he's not that type of cat. I know he's not just with me. He's a genuine cat like that. If he fucks with what you're doing, he'll move like that. But if he did, exactly, it's only right, dog. It's only right, especially with somebody that has. I will never pay for a feature from somebody that's lesser than me. If it's somebody that's got experience in this shit and that I feel deserves it. What? Yeah, hell yeah. If I'm reaching out to you to do a record, I'm gonna ask you what do you need for this to happen?
Yeah.
Just like when we did fucking, you know what I mean? You hit me up the same way.
Yeah,
what
I
do you
reached
need?
out to you.
What do you need for this to happen? I'm just, bro, just, you know what I mean? Let's get some weed. We good. What's cracking? What you mean? I'm trying to go do this. Let's get it.
But you know what? Some people have to have that respect, dog. Like I could have just hit you up like, hey, I need you on a song, and then expected you to do something, but I went, hey, whatever you needed, dog. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
We had a good day that day.
Hey,
we
that shit
went
was
out.
fun as fuck. Yeah, that
we
shit
went
was a good
and
time.
you know, drank, smoked.
If you guys don't know, too, it's the award-winning "Feel So Proud" record that we're talking about right now.
Every time I look at you, I feel so proud. Daddy's little baby makes me smile. You're my golden child, the whole reason I'm breathing now. Every time I look at you, I feel so proud. Daddy's little angel makes me smile. You're my golden child. For you, I'll go the extra mile. Yeah.
Featuring J.O.K.E.S.
Spell that shit out for me. You know
Hey,
what
man,
I mean?
that was a beautiful moment, dog. That was a beautiful moment.
It was a beautiful thing to fucking sit there and watch and see how the genuine excitement, it not just you, but just everybody around you, dog. Like,
Oh, man, it was so dope. I didn't even know anyone there, right?
Yeah.
And so I get up there, and you had told me to shout you out and shit and tell everybody that you couldn't be there and all that. And I got up there. I swear, I'm going to show you the audio when we're done. No.
And the award goes to FKM featuring
I'll tell you one thing. It's crowded in here. I imagine myself running down an aisle, but it didn't happen, you know? So, Hollywood Music and Media Awards, huh? First off and foremost, and most importantly, I'd like to thank my children. I made this song for my children, and without them, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't get up every morning and strive the way I do every day, you know what I mean? Second, I'd like to thank their mother. Without her, they wouldn't be here, you know? Mr. Ralph Johnson, Douglas Gibbs, and my good friend Rhonda Badikian. They allowed me to use the sample for the song. And I'll tell you one thing, Mr. Ralph Johnson, that's the most beautiful piece of work that I've ever heard in my life. The song that you created will live with me forever. And to my good friend J.O.K.E.S, thank you for being on the hook. And my good friend J.O.K.E.S wanted me to tell everybody that he hopes everybody loves life and that he wishes everybody well. And my good friend J.O.K.E.S couldn't be here because he has an issue going on with his family, and I want to wish him well. And to all my people, all my Mexicans, all my raza, everybody that supports me, everybody that is there for me day to day. Without them, I wouldn't be able to be here talking to you wonderful people. Thank you, and this is something I will never forget. Thank you all. I'll show you the audio, dog. And I said, hey, shout out to my boy J.O.K.E.S. He got a situation. And
hell yeah.
And I was just like, and shout out to my raza. Everybody went crazy.
That's
dog.
right.
I was
dog.
like, that. I felt like a star.
Hey, you have
and
to understand
shit.
though. What's the last Chicano fucking award-winning artist that you've heard of?
I
dog?
know, that's
like,
crazy.
When was the last time that shit happened?
That's
crazy.
crazy. And I didn't even know, like, didn't expect to get nominated or anything. Like, it was
it's a blessing all the way around.
It was a category for new independent artists. You know what
beautiful.
I mean? Yeah, Danny was telling me, like, I think you're gonna, but I'm a nobody, you know.
He kept telling me the same thing. I was just like, man, I was like, I'm praying for the homie tonight. That'd be a beautiful win for everybody. Not like fuck how I feel about it, and even how we feel about it, dog. You have to understand, like, that's big for everybody doing this shit.
Yeah,
dog. It's
yeah.
not just you know what I mean. It's
We
not
know
just a
he
win for
didn't
you.
think he was gonna win. He went in a sweatsuit. Jeez. he didn't think he was gonna be on stage.
I didn't even want to go, dog. But Ralph Johnson, the Earth, Wind and Fire, the person that signed off on it, he was just like, hey. His manager was like, hey, come through. You know, we would really enjoy having you there. We got tables reserved for you and everything. And
they did it big then. That's right.
I was like, you know what? I'm going to show up, you know.
Hell yeah.
It was free and everything, so I was like, all right.
You think they had the inside scoop? Like, nigga, you better get here. What you mean?
No, because they had hands in other people's careers and songs, and some of them didn't win. You know, they didn't know what was pretty much what was gonna go down. So we're sitting there, dog, and I was drinking like
You got up there faded. Don't lie. Were you faded?
I
when you
was
got up
faded,
there?
fool. Because there was somebody at our table, like, you got to figure everybody else has money
Yeah,
right there.
yeah.
Somebody was like, hey, you want a drink? You guys want shots? And then next thing you know, like, I'm drinking, like, all kinds of, if they're going to offer it to me for free,
Yeah.
fuck it, I'm going to do it, you know?
I'm
I'ma
gonna
take
to
it.
say no.
Yeah,
And-
exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And
Yeah,
I was
that is
just
that.
like, hey, man, let's do it. And they just kept bringing drinks. So had I known I was going to win, I wouldn't have fucking drank shit.
Sober
you
as
know?
fucking that bitch.
You
Like,
should have took your drink up there.
first
with
of all,
you,
I'd like to
Sonny.
thank God and my mother and everyone else. But then
You
he got
know-
up there. This is for the raza, homie.
Yeah, I felt like Kid Frost. This is for la raza, you know?
That's
When they
right.
called my name, I just sat there like, and they were like, "Hey, kid, you won." I was like, "Oh shit, no way!"
Damn.
And I was like, "Dang!" And it was dope, dog. It was a good experience.
That's
you know?
dope, bro.
And the dopest part about it is, after I said that, like, of course, all the Mexicans went crazy, right?
Yeah.
And they escort you off in the back, and you go through like this little corridor, and it's all the workers and like the servers and shit.
Oh, okay.
And everybody started like high fiving me on the way out.
That's
for
right.
the raza.
That's right. Hell
And I was
yeah.
like, man, that shit meant more to me than, because you come out on the other side and there was like Disney and Netflix. And
Wow.
if I was not drunk, dog, I should have, because they were like, hey, you want to come and do an interview? I was like, nah. If I was sober, who the fuck wouldn't have wanted to do a
Yeah.
Disney and Netflix and all that shit and YouTube interview? I should have did it, dog.
Straight up.
But I was faded
It's cool.
so in the
Hey,
moment.
you won, bro. You won. Hey, that's the most we could have asked out of anything, dog.
I was
Anybody. You
I was
won that
more
shit.
happy to keep getting high fives from the workers, from the Mexicans, you know,
Straight
and,
up.
and they were like, "We're happy for you," because all night, like, even when you go to the restroom right there, there's a guy that he has cologne and gum and everything that you need.
okay.
You know what I
They
mean?
fancy.
It was
You know
one of
when you
those
go to a
parties.
strip club
One
in
of them
Vegas?
One of those.
Nah, that's like the strip club guy, you know. But he was for you know when you go to strip clubs, they have all that shit. They got
Strip
condoms
club
and everything.
guy.
and shit. You want to freshen up?
I was gonna say I went to some ghetto ones. 'Cause they didn't have that shit.
Oh, you never been to one of those? Dog?
You got the address?
Anyways, they do that in certain strip clubs and shit. So he was there, and all night, like when you're washing your hands, he gives you a paper towel and shit. You give him $1, a couple dollars. And
Yeah.
I was talking to him, and I don't think he knew I was there because the way I was dressed.
Yeah.
Everybody else was dressed, dog. I just had a fucking sweatsuit on, you know?
Damn, that's
And
right.
I don't think he knew that I was there too. And he was telling me, "Fucking white people, huh?" And I was like, just looking at him,
Yeah.
like, yes, you know.
I'm nominated.
And then when I won, I walked in with the fucking award and shit. He was like, "Orale, homie!" And he was like, "What the fuck?" And I was like, "I just won." And he was like, "Ora, there you go." And then
That's
somebody,
right.
there was some Hyena, I don't even know who she was. She was following me to the restroom, and I walked in, and she was like, "For the raza." And I was like, "Hey, all right, cool." So it was pretty dope, dog. It was pretty dope. Anyways,
That's lit, bro. That's
how was
fucking-
it hooking back up with Danny Boy after everything?
When I went and did my own thing with Brownside, man, it was just kind of like my own, like it was based on. It was the first time I based my decision without the only one that I consulted about doing that was my boy. Like, I just, you know, what I mean, I talked to him about it, and he said, all right, if this is what you want to do, bro, let's run it. We went and did everything that we could over there. Unfortunately, you know what I mean, big homie passed away. Rest in peace to the big homie Tokes. And I just respectfully had to go and do my own thing. And I didn't know how Danny Boy was gonna feel, because not to say that we weren't in full conversation the whole time. We were chopping it up, but he was kind of like you have to understand, this man put a lot of time and effort into me, for me to just, it don't matter who it was with, it just for me to just say, "Hey, bro, I'm gonna go do this. You can roll with me or you cannot, but I'm definitely gonna do this. I don't want your opinion."
yeah.
Like, it was an asshole move on my tip. So I sat down and I literally just messaged him, and I was like, "Hey, bro, call me, man. Like, we need to have a conversation." And we sat on the phone for about an hour and a half and just talked about everything. And he was just like, "I just need to know." Like, at the end of the conversation, that's what it led up to. He's just like, "I need to know, like, are you ready to get back to work? Like, I got this ready for you. I could have had this ready for you by now, but."
Did you acknowowledge your faults? Like,
Yeah, that's
you
what
fucked up?
he respected, because I didn't put it. Literally wasn't anything on him, dog. That's my boy. He's believed in me from the second that everything that he said he was gonna do for me, he's done. And whether I executed it properly or didn't, like, this just
You
how
know
it
what's
happened.
dope, dog? That he accepted you. He could have been like, "Man, get the fuck out of my face."
But he understands too, because it was literally right after I was in a frustration, bro. I sat down with a couple different people for like like contracts. Like, people wanted to give me contracts to do shit, you know, do music under their label or whatever. And I was just getting frustrated because a lot of them were bullshit, dog. I'm just like, man, nobody offering nothing. He was like, you have to understand, like, it works like this. The level of maturity that I had in my career was fucking like bare minimum, dog. I didn't really understand what it really takes to do this shit. You know what I mean? So I'm just like, man, they ain't offering me $1 million. Like, man, fuck that. What the fuck? They don't understand what I can do. Like, not necessarily $1 million. I know what reality is and what I can move with, but I'm saying, like, people were giving me fucking Instagram passwords, trying to get me to sign for Instagram passwords. Like, nah, homie, like that ain't.
We already know who that is.
Yeah,
we already know
no names. Yeah, but
no names. Yeah, what kind of shit is that?
It's fucking ridiculous.
You want me to say the name for you?
Nah. Did you get a lot of hate after you left Brownside?
That's the thing, not necessarily. There were some people that just kind of looked at it like, and I just say, when I say people, I mean people that I don't necessarily know on a personal level, like people in the comments or whatever, like kind of come at me foul, like, oh, you just left them hanging, you just left whatever, da-da-da-da. I just looked at it, man, like I had me and Tokes had so many plans. We had so many plans. Like, I go back and listen to him on my Facebook Messenger all the time, like his voice just telling me what the fuck what we were about to do, like the belief that he had in that one record, like what we were gonna start with that one fucking record was ridiculous, dog.
What, the boss bitch?
Yeah,
that shit was so hard.
Yeah. Hey, she stay right by my side. Shawty always down to ride. She's my boss bitch, baby. My boss bitch, baby. I take her everywhere I go. Shawty always down the road. She's my boss bitch, baby. My boss bitch, baby.
And this song is for my boss bitches, period.
But it's crazy too, just how organic that shit came about, dog. Like, it was literally me, my boy Danny, and fucking Icon and Tokes in the kitchen, and we're just going through beats. This fool puts he doesn't. Oh, my bad. He didn't believe in MP3 players or nothing. So this fool had a fat ass fucking CD player.
Wait, what do you mean?
He
wasn't fucking with technology.
He wasn't too savvy on it. He knew how to press live, and he knew how to fucking press live on YouTube, and that's it, dog. Like that's how that motherfucker knew what he. That's how he knew how to do it. But anyways, we sat there in the middle of his kitchen in fucking Rosarita, right across the street from the beach, and wrote that record, dog. I remember we were going through beats and we skipped that one. He goes back and he's like, I think that's it, dog. I think that's it. Cause fucking the homie Big Luke gave us the idea. He's like, I want a record called Boss Bitch. And Tokes was like, all right. Well, let's see what we got right here. Let's see what we got on Boss Bitch. We're going through and we skipped over that one. He went back and he was like,
why did you skip over that one?
He was just going through them. He was like, you like that one? But he went back,
skimming through it real quick.
Yeah, just skimming through beats. It was CDs full of beats. So we stopped on. He went back and he was like,
feeling that shit.
He just like feeling it. And he said, "She's a boss bitch. She's a boss bitch."
Yeah.
Like something like that.
He was saying that.
He said that. That's how he started it. He said, "She's a boss bitch. She's a boss bitch." And then when I threw my little flavor, boss bitch, baby, hey, and it fucking turned into there was a movement, dog. Like he's the way that
by my side,
the way the video starts out, even with him saying, because I remember I woke up in the morning and I was like, damn, these motherfuckers ain't too happy about boss bitch. There's a lot of haters, a lot of guys, and that's why he went on live right when I told you. He's like, hold on, homie, he went on live. Hey, man,
we'll get this motherfucker right now. Huh?
This ain't for you fools. This song is for my boss bitches. Period. Like, that's how
go through the front door.
Somebody's in the front knocking on this shit right here.
Jokes. I'm good, bro. I'm cool.
Hey.
You want me to take a pause?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, they just fucked it up. Yeah.
No, hey, it's a podcast and everybody understands.
It fucking happens.
We're the ghetto. We're the ghetto show, dog. We're the ghetto show. Nobody said. Hey, nobody ever said this was fucking Joe Budden or fucking,
this is Studio 13,
State of the Culture or whatever.
I can't wait till that person just walks in who
Studio
fucked up.
13. When this person walks in, we're going to be like, hey, gracias for fucking it up. I appreciate you, you know? That's what we deal with right here, dog. It is what it is, you know?
It's real life. I mean.
Okay, so the night you guys went on Instagram, I don't know if it was live or he put a post. I think it was a post.
Mm-hmm.
And it was you singing the hook.
Yeah.
I was like, damn. And he stopped you. He was like, wait.
And it's crazy because he was like, you got to, man, I gotta tell the story. Like when I sat on that beat forever. We wrote the hook, and I sat on the rest of it forever. And finally, he hit me. He was like, "Hey, you're coming over to the beach house this weekend. We're gonna go finish that record." I was like, "All right." He's like, "You wrote to it?" I was like, "Yeah, it's done." It wasn't fucking done, dog. I told him it was done. I didn't want to disappoint him or piss him off, so I was like, "Yeah, man, it's done. That shit been done." He's like, "All right, cool. Yeah, we gonna finish it." And fucking, he literally came and picked us up earlier than expected. It was me and this fool. We were sitting in the pad. We were smoking weed. I was like, "Oh, I'll write it before he comes. I'll finish the second verse before he comes."
On the spot.
Yeah, and so he picks us up, puts us in the car, puts the beat on in the CD player. He's like, "Hey, homie, spit that shit. I want to hear it." I was like, "Fuck." So I finished the first verse, but I fucking went into the hook and then went to the second verse, and I started freestyling, and I stopped. I was like, "Hey, Tokes, I don't have it memorized yet." He's like, I didn't tell him it wasn't done. I said, "I don't have it memorized yet." And he's like, "Homie, you fucking up, dog. Come on, dog."
Was he pissed?
Nah, that's all he said. And then by the time we got to the studio, from the house to the studio was probably about 15 minutes. I finished that whole verse in fucking 15 minutes, dog.
There you go. That shit turned out tight,
right when we got there, I fucking finished it up. And it's funny because at the end of the song, it's like, what is it? What is something? Dun, 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 that's a boss, bitch. Yeah, basically saying what a boss bitch is.
Yeah.
And Tokes had the original lines to it, dog. Like there's a version of him saying, what'd he say? "If the pussy real good and it keep you coming back, that's a boss, bitch." And then he's like, if she cleaning up the house and da-da. I was like, "Tokes, we're sitting here calling them boss bitches, and you're basically telling them the only thing they're good for is pussy and cleaning the house." He's like, hey, homie, just put your little twist on it, homie. That's just my ideas. I'm giving you the structure. You fucking figure it out. So I was like, I'll write what I want you to say, because I really wanted him at the end. And my dumb ass, I showed it, but I sang it to him. I was like, I could put my singing in the background of you saying it. He's like, "It don't even need me," but I wanted Tokes on it. You know what I mean?
That would have been dope.
I was like, "Bro,
he's
like, nah, it don't need me. I'm gonna overcloud it. I like it. I like the way it sounds like that."
That's dope.
I was
Hey,
like,
you know what's so
right.
dope about that is that he don't need the shine. He didn't want
Exactly,
the shine.
and that's
whatever sounded good.
That's the thing about that fool, dog. Like, he never ever put himself first. Like, Tokes had so much music that I would just go and listen. He would just we'd be sitting in the, hey, homies, listen to this. Ain't nobody heard this shit before. Yeah. Play some shit.
Freestyle.
Hey, homie, I just recorded this the other day. Listen to this shit, homie. Play it. Like, damn, dog. Like, he could have put out fucking 10 Tokes albums, dog. Like, he was just always at the studio. It was 15 minutes away from his house. He was always there. So fucking, but the fact that he was giving everybody else a chance, dog, it wasn't just, his time was on fucking Instagram Live. He liked sitting there talking shit and fucking telling everybody he about to shit on the game, bro. But, you know what I mean? But through what he believed in, like, everybody that was a part of the team that I joined, dog, like, I genuinely had fucking full belief and full hope in what it was. But once homeboy passed away, like, it just wasn't that no more. Like, it just wasn't that no more. And respectfully, I just had to fucking, you know what I mean?
Do your own thing.
Just back out of the situation before it came to, I got love for everybody, dog. I don't move in this game with hate, like the slightest bit. You can hate me and I'm gonna love you, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You can tell me fuck you and I'm gonna tell you keep doing your thing. Like, that's just the type of cat I am. So I had to, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, like I said, it's all love, dog. This guy right here had me, I mean, he can vouch, like, we had the time of our fucking lives in the fucking year that we got to spend around homeboy, and just the whole movement that we had ready to go, dog. It was a beautiful thing, and I wouldn't trade that shit for the world. I look at it as 100%.
How would you summarize your experience with Tokes?
Yeah.
How would you summarize it in a few words, though? How would you?
Fucking, he was the most genuine righteous motherfucker that you would ever meet, dog. When you went to, it don't matter if he gave you the okay to be where he was at, or even if you were his people's people, he showed you love, like genuine love. Like, you're hungry, let me feed you. You thirsty, you know what I mean? We got this. Oh, you want to go do something? Here's a couple dollars. Go, you know what I mean? Go have fun. Like, I've never met literally anybody in my life like that. He was just that type of person. He opened his doors to everybody that showed him love. You could be a fan out there and fucking.
He's like one of them old school genuine people that's like, no, I got this.
I've seen it genuinely. Like, there are fans out there that just pull up and like try to message this fool, and he respond back like, "Hey, come to the beach house." You know what I mean? How many people you got with you? Come through. Like, you know what I mean? We got this. We got drink. Like, come through. I've even asked, like, people be walking. Is that your people? Is that your people? Nah, don't trip, homies. That's good people right there. Don't even trip. all right, like fuck, like he just
They're
showed
fans,
so
though.
much
They're
love,
just
dog.
chilling.
Like that fool just showed I spent weeks at his house without spending $1 of my own money. I spent fucking
dope.
weeks at his house just fucking kicked up with my feet up watching fucking Netflix. I didn't feel uncomfortable. He made everybody around him feel
That's
like
dope.
family, dog.
That's
cool.
dope. That was a big loss for the rap community as far as our genre and everything, and the rap community, period.
100%.
Because,
I feel like he was the biggest OG in the game that was just ready to give everybody props. He was ready to give people their recognition, even whether it was a part of his own camp or not. Like, I seen him shout you out on a couple different occasions. I seen him shout out, you know what I mean, Shady Boy, fucking Sad Boy Loco. He's got records with Sad Boy that he never got to put out. Like, he was when you and everybody showed him that same respect. Like, man, you see fucking Toke just shouting me out, dog.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
damn,
yeah.
dog, that's crazy. That's what's up.
when you're an OG, you're an OG.
Exactly.
And,
But I don't even understand. I don't even understand. I don't even think he understood. Like, you give people that effect. Like when the first time I met him, I walked up to him. I'm like, oh fuck, man, like that's Toke's damn. Like, what's up? Like, that's fucking Toker, dog. Like, oh man, what's up? How you doing, homie? Like, it was a.
Did he carry himself like that? Like, I'm Toker and
Nah.
you're down here?
That's the thing. There's not a big difference because he was always ready to talk shit and tell stories. But from the Toker that was on Instagram Live to like when you genuinely get to sit down, me and this fool sat down and had Chinese food with this fool, dog, at his pad. And he was like, I don't ever want none of you guys fucking buying Chinese food around here. You don't know what the fuck you're eating around here, homie. Only reason I go to this spot down the street, I used to own it, dog. I flew out my own cook, dog. I flew out my own cook from fucking Japan, China, homie, so I can have that authentic shit.
That's right.
And when I didn't want to pay for it no more, I made sure the homie was good and I gave that shit up, homie. But I know they serve real food there. So just go there, homie.
Just before.
That's
Don't
tight.
buy no
That's tight.
Chinese
That's
food.
tight.
Like,
Just hours before that, we were walking down the street.
you looking for some fucking.
And then as soon as we came back, they're like, "Hey, don't ever get that unless you're getting from Toast."
Yeah. So I feel like, as far as in my opinion, we lost somebody really big to our genre because he showed love 100%. He was genuine.
Yep.
And he was very strong-minded. Like, he don't give a fuck. Like, if
Never
he felt
did.
some way about something, he would say it.
Dr. Real, dog.
And he wouldn't say it like disrespectfully. He just say it like, I used to watch his shit all the time, and he used to say how he felt, why he felt that way, and you either like it or you don't.
Exactly.
You know? But he also,
And he was right there ready to talk shit if you didn't like it. If you like it,
Exactly.
if you like it, he love you. If he don't, he still love you. But he
dog,
gonna talk
he
his
had
shit,
love
bro.
for he had love for all of us, dog. Like just our people in general. And
He just said, like he always said, he said he wanted to see somebody make it with the same skin that he's in. Like he wanted to see somebody do it and get the recognition of like a Drake or a fucking, you know what I mean? That's why people used to trip. Like what he called me, the Mexican Pharrell. He used to call me the Mexican Pharrell. And he's just like, nah, it's not we're trying to be like them. It's you deserve the same fucking recognition that
accolades
fucking
and
Pharrell's
everything.
getting,
Yeah,
homie.
yeah.
So I'm going to call you that. Maybe it'll get their fucking attention. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? Like,
he
it'll
would have
wake
been
him
proud
up
of
a
us
little
for that
bit.
shit, huh?
Straight up, dog. Straight up.
I think he would have jumped behind that. Let me ask you this. How did you feel when you heard yourself on the radio?
For the first time, it was fucking mind blowing, dog. It was a beautiful fucking thing.
You were on the
like-
radio before us?
No, I'm saying like on 99.1 is what.
Yeah.
I've been on like little independent little fucking. You only get it within like the first 3 miles of the radio station. Fucking type of shit. But to be on 99.1, dog, I was literally sitting there drunk as fuck, and I was just literally celebrating that, bro. Like I used to listen. That was my dad's station when he'd be rolling around. He put on that. They play the same shit all the fucking time on this radio station. But well, you still listening to it every day, though. You know,
Still puts that shit on.
99.1's the shit. Like
Yeah.
and we used to listen to fucking, you know what I mean, ODM when ODM had the morning, or he still had the morning show when he first started the morning show. Like man, like I've genuinely been. Like that was my station. I grew up here. You know what I mean? The only station you get is fucking 99.1, dog. So to be a part of a record that can make it to that magnitude, like it might not be a big feat for a lot of people, but that meant a lot
For us,
to me, dog.
that meant a lot.
That
Like,
meant a lot.
everybody was waiting at that time. We were all texting each other.
I had people out of state, people out of state downloading the iHeartRadio app just so they can listen. Like
our cousins from New Mexico were telling us too, like, "Hey, let us know the station." We're like, "We don't know there's an app."
I had cats in Kansas, fucking Washington.
Hey, you know that we got played in Texas, Arizona, New Mexico,
I reposted every
Florida,
single one that they did that
it's
shit.
It's crazy. Like we got played everywhere, dog. Like,
that song. That's why. Look at that beautiful thing right there. You know what I'm saying?
I know.
Yeah.
Can we get a close up of the award right there?
Just real quick.
Please, can we get a nice little close up of that?
That's the good kind of crystal right there, dog. That's the good crystal right there.
That's the crystal right there. I love it, dog.
Hey, I couldn't believe in such a short time that everything has happened the way it happened, you know,
and it like and even the backstory to it, because you waited a whole fucking year, dog, to get me on that record, and just like the patience that you had with that whole fucking process, like it just lets you know it was like some meant to be type shit.
You know what I was thinking the other day? I had J.O.K.E.S L over here, and me and him were talking off cameras, and he told me like, "Hey, why don't you push the song?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" He was like, "It don't have to be that song or anything." He's like, "Just because you put it out and whatever numbers it did," he's like, "It don't stop there." He was like, "Why don't you push a song for 2 whole years? You never know where it can go after that."
That's true.
You know?
That is true, though.
And I was thinking like, damn, this fool's right. You know, we already got played on the radio. We got another Father's Day coming
That's
out.
a massive record,
not gonna come out?
Just the fact that you got that sample cleared, it's fucking, now it's award winning. Like, that's a massive record, bro. It could definitely
I'll tell
do
you
fucking.
what, I fucked up because the people that cleared it giving me a lot of opportunities to do a lot of things. I just choose not to. Now that I don't make music, I think I'm gonna talk to him and go back to the drawing board and see what we can do. Yeah. Maybe we can write it out again. Maybe we can write it out before another Father's Day or something. You know,
straight up. Because it's timeless. It's a timeless thing. It's not like it's
that's
not
for sure.
It doesn't just just because it was out last Father's Day, it's gonna fucking work this Father's Day and next Father's Day and the Father's Day.
It was written 10 years ago. So
that's what I'm saying, bro. Come on, man, dog.
So this is the thing. When I first heard myself on the radio, it was the most beautiful moment of my life.
I ran around my whole house. I had winning that TV
was dope too. But I didn't experience it with my kids, and we were sitting in my truck outside, and it was me, my wife, my 2 kids, and we turned the radio on to the radio station, and then to hear FKM featuring J.O.K.E.S feel so proud, and then it came out, and my daughter, she grabbed my shoulder like this, like you know, and she never shows emotion. My daughter doesn't show emotion at all, and that shit just gave me the chills. And to hear the whole song on the radio, I was like, damn, like it was the best. It was the best feeling in the world, dog. It had everybody that makes music. You cannot tell me that it is not a dream to hear yourself on the radio.
Yeah, straight up.
And I didn't have to pay for it. I didn't have to know somebody to do it. It just
all happened organically, dog. Yeah.
And that was, and then when we went on the stage, I forgot we did the
stage.
That's what I
was gonna say. How's performing? You guys performed that shit.
That shit was beautiful. I think we had that shit rocking.
Everybody was buying you beer.
Yeah,
everybody kept buying you beer.
I didn't buy one beer that day.
You carried me that day.
Yeah,
I was nervous, dog.
It was fun.
He was energetic. He was. Hey, when he walked out, everybody stand up. What's up?
Yeah, I remember because even your lady, dog, she sat there. She was like, man, the crowd is dead. Like, we got to find a way to get it going.
Yeah.
I was like, she's like, J.O.K.E.S, shut up. We got it. Like, you have to understand, it's dead. We got to figure out a way.
They put us before, like, some dancers and shit, or after some dancers.
I was like, we got this. Don't even trip. Like, that's my favorite thing, when it's dead as fuck and you just start yelling some random shit. East Sauce Festival, what the fuck is that? Like,
and then everybody walked away, remember? Like, after the dancers, everybody walked away, and I was like,
we got them all back, though. It was
they all came back.
It was
hey, fool, walking on the stage, this is why I said you carried me. Before we went on stage, I was like, I got this shit. Like, we're going to do this shit, right? And, like, because we were signing autographs and everything, like, you know, and I was like, man, we got this. When we hit the stage, I was like, oh, shit. Because I didn't know there was going to be that many people coming back. And I was like, I pretty much froze up, dog. And then you got out there all hype.
You didn't freeze up. You still did your shit. You didn't freeze up.
But the first few seconds, I was frozen, dog. And then you came out there and got all hype and you started doing it. I was like, all right, cool. I followed your lead and then we knocked that shit out.
Knocked it the fuck out.
People were singing in the crowd with us, dog. Like, that shit was dope.
And I even looked at that specific performance up like on YouTube. There's people that didn't even know who the fuck me or you were, and we're posting it on YouTube. You know what I mean? Like, they caught that song and they liked that song and they fucking you know what I mean? Like, they don't even know the artists or nothing that are a part of it. Like, they just posted like
that was probably the first time hearing it. You know what I mean? And
it's beautiful, dog.
After
that was an experience. That was fucking.
I remember we got on stage. I felt like a star walking through the crowd and
straight
shit,
up,
dog.
and everybody giving props. Everybody fucking. I remember ODM stopped me. He's like, "You killed that shit."
Yeah,
yeah, that's love. Thank
you know what? I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna try to work that shit. Like,
it's a record.
I'm gonna send it to a lot of different people.
Dog.
I know a lot of people, you know, and I'm gonna try to send it to a lot of people. Maybe we could start performing it.
I'm with it. Know? I'm always with it.
That'd be dope, dog.
Bro, it could definitely.
I'll tell you what. I fucked up because the people that cleared it given me a lot of opportunities to do a lot of things. I just choose not to. Now that I don't make music, I think I'm gonna talk to him and go back to the drawing board and see what we can do. Yeah. Maybe we can write it out again. Maybe we can write it out before another Father's Day or something. You know,
straight up. Because it's timeless. It's a timeless thing. It's not like it's
that's
not
for sure.
It doesn't just just because it was out last Father's Day, it's gonna fucking work this Father's Day and next Father's Day and the Father's Day.
It was written 10 years ago. So
that's what I'm saying, bro. Come on, now, dog.
So this is the thing. When I first heard myself on the radio, it was the most beautiful moment of my life. Dog.
I ran around my whole house. I had winning that on every fucking TV.
Was dope too, but I didn't experience it with my kids, and we were sitting in my truck outside, and it was me, my wife, my 2 kids, and we turned the radio on to the radio station, and then to hear FKM featuring J.O.K.E.S Feel So Proud, and then it came out, and my daughter, she grabbed my shoulder like this, like. You know, and she never shows emotion. My daughter doesn't show emotion at all, and that shit just gave me the chills. And to hear the whole song on the radio, I was like, "Damn!" Like, it was the best. It was the best feeling in the world, dog.
It had
everybody that makes music. You cannot tell me that it is not a dream to hear yourself on the radio.
Yeah, straight up.
And I didn't have to pay for it. I didn't have to know somebody to do it. It just happened
organically, dog. Yeah.
And that was. And then when we went on the stage, I forgot we did the stage.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah! Make some mother-erect noise. Make some mother-erect noise. I.E. Yeah. For you, I'll go the extra mile.
Look, son, I know I might have a bad past, but never ever did I mean to be a bad ass. I'll never do you wrong, I'll only do you right. You are my shining star, I'll be your guiding light. And if you ever need something, you can ask Pops. I'll give you blood, sweat, and tears to the last drop. Ball, quarter, sandlot, home run, the last shot. Son, I'll be your mascot, giving you mad props. They can't stop, and I'm proud you have my name. I know you need support, so I'll be at every game.
Make some noise, yo!
Take a look into the stands. I'm in the front row, your number one fan. I'll tell you you're the man, and you make your dad proud. Keep up the good work and stay away from bad crowds. I promise you, my little dude will always be together.
Let's go,
and even when I'm gone, my love will last forever.
Yeah, every time I look at you, I feel so proud. Daddy's little baby makes me smile. You're my glowing child, the whole reason I'm breathing out. Every time I look at you, I feel so proud. Daddy's little angel makes me smile. You're my glowing child. For you, I'll go the extra mile.
I was performing. You guys performed that shit.
That shit was beautiful. I think we had that shit rocking.
Everybody was buying you beer.
Yeah,
Everybody came buying you beer.
I didn't buy one beer that day.
You carried me that day.
Yeah,
I was nervous, dog.
It was fun.
He was energetic. Hey, when he walked there, everybody stand up. What's up?
Yeah, I remember because even your lady, dog, she sat there. She was like, man, the crowd is dead. Like, we got to find a way to get it going.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I was like, she's like, Jokes, shut up. We got it. Like, you have to understand, it's dead. We got to figure out a way
They put us before like some dancers and
it
shit,
was
or
like,
after some dancers.
I was like,
huh?
we got this. Don't even trip. Like, that's my favorite thing when it's dead as fuck and you just start yelling some random shit. All right, East Sauce Festival, what the fuck is that? Like,
and then everybody walked away. Remember, like after the dancers, everybody walked away, and I was
we got
like,
them all
oh,
back
man.
though. It was
Yeah,
still
they all came back.
It was
They
still
all
a
Hey,
came
good
fool,
crowd.
walking on the stage. This is why I said you carried me. Before we went on stage, I was like, I got this shit. Like, we're going to do this shit, right? And, like, because we were signing autographs and everything, like, you know, and I was like, man, we got this. When we hit the stage, I was like, oh, shit.
It's a
because
different
I didn't
feeling,
know there was going to be that many people coming
Yeah.
back. And I was like, I pretty much froze up, dog. And then you got out there all
You
hype
didn't
and
freeze
shit.
up. You still did your shit. You didn't freeze up.
But the first few seconds, I was frozen, dog. And then you came out there and got all hype and you started doing it. I was like, all right,
Catch
cool.
the ad- that's how
I
you do
followed
it.
your
Catch
lead
the-
and then we knocked
catch the
that shit
ad-libs
out.
and
Huh?
knocked it the fuck out,
People
dog.
were
Yeah.
singing in the crowd with us, dog. Like, that shit was dope.
That
And I
shit
even
was
looked
dope.
at that specific performance up like on YouTube. There's people that didn't even know who the fuck me or you were, and we're posting it on YouTube. You know what I mean? Like, they caught that song and they liked that song and they fucking you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, they don't even know the artists or nothing that are a part of it. Like, they just posted like.
That was
I
probably the
forgot
first time
captions.
hearing it. You know what I mean? And
Oh,
it's
yeah.
beautiful, dog.
After that, they
that
follow you.
was an experience. That was fucking.
I remember we got on stage. I felt like a star walking through the crowd and
straight
shit,
up,
dog.
and everybody giving props. Everybody fucking. I remember
Hell
ODM
yeah.
stopped me. He's like, "You killed that shit."
Yeah,
Like, I was like,
hell
hell
yeah.
yeah, that's love. Thank
Man,
you,
you know
bro.
what? I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna try to work that shit. Like,
It's a
I'm
record.
gonna send
That's
it
the
to a
record
lot of
right
different
there,
people.
dog.
I know a lot of people, you know, and I'm gonna try to send it to a lot of people. Maybe we could start performing it. Or
I'm
something,
with
you
it.
know?
I'm always with it.
That'd be dope, dog. We need to make another song together. When we gonna do that?
I know. We definitely got to do. Well, I got 2 more projects, dog, that I'm trying to put out this year. So fucking.
With Danny Boy?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get signed with you guys too.
Yeah,
so
let's
we're
run
gonna
it,
be
bro.
on
It's about
shit.
time. FKM DBR. Let's get it. Hashtag.
I've always heard a lot of good things about Danny Boy, dog.
Solid motherfucker.
How
dog.
is it working with him again after all these
It's
years?
dope,
and
man.
everything,
I've never been able to be in the studio with somebody and it just happens. We'll literally is okay. Say from Hesperia to Fontana. That's where the studio was in. TY studio.
Okay.
So from there, he put on the beat when he picked me up. And he'd be like, I got this idea for it. He'd sing me a little melody, like, you know what I mean? Or he'd show me some words that he got written down. And it would just, by the time I get down, I at least have the hook in the first verse and I show it to him and he love it, you know what I mean? And we move forward. I've never been able to fucking just organically make music with somebody like that. And not that anything is ever forced, because I do like being in the studio with certain motherfuckers, but the fact that he's not like, he ain't the artist that's trying to get on the record or trying to be a part of the record, and he still gives me that same energy as if, like, you know what I mean? Like how you did with me with that Feel So Proud record.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? You were right there hyping me up, like, okay, this is how it's supposed to sound, like, this is what it is. I gotta get that. But for the fact that he ain't a rapper like that, and he ain't sitting there fucking trying to be on the record, and he still gives me that same energy, is blessing, dog.
Dope.
So I'm very excited. We got some big shit that we're trying to get cracking this year. Not even trying. It's already in the works, and I can't really say a whole fucking lot about it because I told him I was coming here. I was like, bro, this would be the perfect time to announce some shit, but he's like, no, shut the fuck up.
You should have brought it with you. You should have brought it with you.
I
man.
know.
You
Yeah,
should've told him to come.
I know. He's over there giving me a fucking million excuses talking about the Super Bowl. I'm like, listen, man. We got to win our own championship in life, all right?
Damn. He hit him with that, huh?
Listen here, Carnal.
Put your brush on your...
Yeah,
Orale.
my nocha, homie. I don't got nothing, dog. It's a nocha, homie.
That's dope. So that's what you got. You guys got shit prepared for the future, huh?
Yeah, I got a couple shit. I got a couple things. I got a couple things ready to go this year, man. I got me and Tres are working on a EP. It's called the Step Brothers EP.
Have you guys recorded any songs yet?
We have fucking finished one total, but no, we haven't recorded any
Man, Tres
records.
ain't gonna record no
Nah,
goddamn song.
and that's
You
what makes
guys
me
ain't-
mad. That's what makes me mad, cause bro, you come on, Tres, man. You got the studio at your pad,
That
bro.
fool's so
Let's
fucking
get it
dope,
going.
dog, and he don't make music.
Nah,
dog.
but we have been fucking. It was literally an idea that just came about. Literally, he was the one that came up with the Step Brothers concept of it. We were sitting there. It was when I did the show with Bow Wow later in the year last year, and we were talking about doing something together. And he came, my boy was like, "Yo, bro, call it Step Brothers, but with the threes with the E's put the threes." I was like, "Okay, yeah, that works." Like, you know what I mean? It works for him. Like, fuck Step Brothers concept. Yeah, we gonna work with it. And we have one song fully done that's written on his end, written on my end, hook and everything, and then we have another song that's halfway into it. But
nothing recorded.
Nothing recorded yet. No,
Oh,
I can't
no.
say nothing's recorded yet.
Dog, you're gonna put out like 3 albums before you guys finish that.
But it's
one.
fine as long as we get that done. That's okay. It's gonna take a little bit. You know what I mean? But
You
we
know
gonna
he
make it
threats so
happen.
good. I'm gonna ask you this: Why hasn't he put out a lot of music yet? If he's so dope and talented,
I feel like he just moves the way that he wants to move, dog. Like I remember telling it, I was one of the people. Like I'm constantly on his ass, telling him like, you gotta get that follow up to Chopper Dance, bro. It's coming up on a year, bro. Let's drop it on the same day that you drop. Well, you can't drop it on the same day. That's the day Nipsey died, and I think that's what fucked him up on on the views and shit, because nobody was checking. We both said that shit. Man, you had to drop it on that day. Like not even no disrespect to him, but it's just like nobody's checking for anything else. What's going on with that? You know what I mean? So, but yeah, I'm one of the people that have heard. He has records. That's the thing. Like, he has almost an album's worth of fucking songs that I've heard personally myself that are recorded. He sent them out to fucking Proper Dose or Ernie G.
Yeah.
And they sound good. And he even has a song mixed with I think Misfit.
Oh shit.
I've heard records that he has. He just moves the way that he wants to move. Dog, he constantly tells me like, this rap game's a motherfucker. You know what I mean? You gotta find your way to move through it. And I try to give him my shit to pump him up on some shit. That's why I put him on my EP. You know what I mean? He's the only person that's on there twice. Last year I dropped an EP of 6 songs. He's the only person that's on there twice. I really, really believe in what he has, like the talent that he has. I told him, bro, you got the top 3. It's not even on no weird shit. It's fucking you got the skill, you got the look, and you got the fucking willingness to want to do it. So fucking get out there and fucking do it. Dog.
I hope that he comes around to it and you guys get something going. And
it's in the work. I guarantee. No, I told him you can quit rap, whatever you want to do, bro. But you're giving me this fucking EP. We're gonna do this shit, man.
We just need at least.
We'll call it a 3P. What we need to make it happen, dog. It's not an EP. It's the Step Brothers 3P. What's up, man? Let's get it going.
I
bro.
saw you posted something the other day about what was my comment on it about rapping and shit and rapping and singing and this and that,
yeah. No, I said that was when you gave me your opinion about why it wasn't.
Yes,
I said and I literally took it down because I got like a fucking page response from Icon. I wasn't expecting it to get this.
You and
deep,
Icon
dog.
are still cool?
Yeah, that's my brother,
Right,
dog.
cool,
That's
cool.
my brother.
What was the question? I forgot the question.
I
know it was about rapping and singing.
Yeah,
and shit.
no, it wasn't even that. I said, why is my name constantly left out amongst every conversation when I hear it's coming down to like the dopest artists out? Like, why is my name left out? And you told me it's more because you carry yourself like a singer. You know what I mean? Like you don't really give that energy. But at the same time, I feel like I've done it though, bro. Like if people go and listen to my albums or what, like the music that I do put out, I might not be the lyrical miracle spiritual motherfucker, but like I be spitting some real shit, dog. I spit shit that comes from what I'm really going through. I might not be rapping fast or with any type of gimmick, homie. Ora from the corra, homie. Like, you know what I mean? Like I just feel like, and it wasn't even taken that serious that night. I was drunk when I posted it. I was like, let's see what we getting. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what they really feel. And then I started getting paragraph responses.
What did Icon say?
It's funny. His main response was fucking, you been hanging out with Threats too much. And I was like, yeah, man. I was like, nah, I don't have nothing to do with that. I was like, I just feel like, you know what I mean? I just feel like I bring something to the table. But me and this man were just having a conversation about that the other day, dog. It's just exactly what you said. We put that into the mix. Like, it's not I got to stop trying to look at myself like that too. Like, because that's where I come from. Like, I started rapping. The only reason I started doing my own hooks is because I couldn't get nobody else to sing them for me. I knew I can somewhat carry a tune to where it started getting better and progressing as I practiced and I tried to, you know what I mean, worked on my shit. But I wanted to be that lyrical, spiritual miracle motherfucker. Like,
just so we're clear, I didn't mean it as far as any of your skill as rapping.
No.
What
100%.
I meant was that I think you're a dope rapper, me personally. But when you make posts, you cover songs,
shit,
you're singing.
100%. But see, that's
the
what I'm
whole
saying.
Baby
I put
Bash
myself,
thing. Like you're putting
in
yourself in the R&B category.
And even in hindsight, nobody's ever paid me to rap on a verse, but I've gotten paid many times to sing on a hook. You know what I mean? Like
Captain Hook.
Exactly. This fool always calls me Captain Hook. Like that's fucking.
I think it's more that your main thing is singing instead of rapping, that's why people don't put you in that category, right? Like Drake sings a lot, but his main thing is rapping.
Mm-hmm.
He's put in the top rapper category. Nobody ever puts him in the top R&B singer category.
Yeah,
you know
that's
what I mean?
true. That's true.
So what do you want to be looked at?
That's true. But
no,
see,
it's a question. What do you want to be looked at more?
I genuinely like that. Like that's what me and him were having a conversation about the other day. Is like I just got to stop looking at myself like that, because if the day that anybody, I like being able to bring that singing aspect to what I do, because I feel like a lot of people can't do that, and that's what does make me stand out. But that also leaves me out of the conversation when it comes to the fucking who's the dopest rapper out here right now. I'm just like, man, I got these bars, homie. Like, what you mean? Like, but at the same time, exactly, like what I love doing and what I put myself out there for and what I promote myself as is a singer, dog, and it's a blessing to be able to do a little bit of both. And I think that's what me and him were even talking about. My follow-up solo album, I'm gonna call. I'm not gonna say what I'm gonna call it.
Don't give it out right now.
Not right now, but I'm gonna do it. It's gonna be a majority of singing. You know what I mean? Instead of trying to do the fucking rapping. Don't get me wrong. It's not gonna not have any rapping on it because I love doing it. But it's not gonna be fully fucking like, he went and did She Don't Want It with Baby Bash, and then he gonna put MWA on the same album. Like, how the fuck does that
You got off
happen?
on
Like,
that shit right there though.
but
The MWA, I like that shit.
I gotta pick. Not that I gotta pick a lane. If I could do both, that's cool. But if it's working one way, why am I sitting here trying to fight the forces? Like, and I really enjoy doing some shit like that. Like I said, not to say that it's all gonna be some panty dropper type shit, but I could use my singing ability in a different light in the music that I actually want to put. Like Rowdy Rich. Like Rowdy Rich is one of the best examples out right now. He's had the #1 album selling 100,000 copies a week. He don't rap, bro. Like, he melodically sings his verses. Like, that shit's dope as fuck. If I can fucking find a way to make that shit work with my shit, which not to say that it hasn't been working or I haven't done that before, but like, the melodic singing shit it not only works, but I love doing that, bro. And I gotta stop. I gotta take myself out of that mindset to where like I'm being left out. It's not even being left out. It's just standing out in a different light. You know what I mean? Like it's not you're being underappreciated. It's they appreciate you for something else. Stop trying to, you know what I mean? Stop trying to do it like this or like this or like this when they're giving you I sit there and pray about it. Like, God's sending you a million signs. This is my boy. This is what it is. You got it. You got it right here. Nah, homie, I'm the dopest rapper there ever was. Why they playing my name, bro? I got these bars, homie.
Hey,
like,
what's your favorite song off the album?
My favorite song off the album, like I said, it would just have to be, to say like a personal record, it would have to be my daughter's song. But
that's a given. That goes without saying.
But it's just because it comes from such a real place, and I love when I go back and listen to that record because she's home now, and it's a completely different feeling. But like my favorite record that I just can't, like, I'll always be able to fuck with it is that She Don't Want It, dog, and it's just the fact that fucking Baby Bash is on that shit. I love it. I love the fact of hearing my vocals and then Baby Bash
with
come
the
on.
legend and shit.
That shit's crazy, dog. That fool went through fucking SPM and fucking, you know what I mean, Kid Frost and all these fools.
You got any songs with him planned in the future?
Yeah, 100%, dog. I'm definitely trying to get some more shit cracking with him. One of the last times we were on live together, I told him he was trying to get me to play he does this as like a 15-second thing where he's like, name 5 Michael Jackson songs or name 5 Type of Candy bars.
I saw that.
And I told him, man, I'll do it, but you know what I mean? I don't want no $100 prize, bro. Just fucking, let's get another record cracking. Let's do some shit like that. So, and like I said, he's one of the biggest support systems that I got in my corner right now, and it's a blessing to even say that that's a thing. But yeah, man, we definitely.
I would like to say this to you, dog. I believe you have an extreme amount of talent, and I've told you I think you should be mainstream.
100%.
I think you should be up there with big names. I don't know why it hasn't, or why your career hasn't progressed as much.
And plus, like, that's one of the things that Danny Boy used to tell me about it all the time. He's like, man, you know, if we were to fucking switch your image up a little bit, you know what I mean, put some little fresh things on you, you know, you always wearing these pro club white tees and fucking
Yeah,
plaid
yeah.
shorts or basketball shorts. Like I don't ever go to the studio outside of basketball shorts. And he's like, let's switch it up. I've done shows in basketball shorts. Like
That's right, huh?
You know
That's
what I mean?
right,
But I won't.
What do you think about that
two
when he says
things,
that?
Two things. He said change my image up and change my name. He's like, I'm just letting you know what's gonna work. I'm gonna back you regardless if you want to do either one of those. If you believe in it the way that you believe in it, then I believe in it too. But I'm just telling you, these are gonna be things that.
Why does he want to change your name? Because it sounds like cholo and shit.
It's jokes, dog. Yeah, it's fucking. You know what I mean? When maybe if a white boy named Jokes abbreviated came out, it'd be different. But it's just, if in all facts, I got a bald head and covered in tattoos.
Yeah, yeah.
And I wear pro club t-shirts. They're gonna look at me a certain way. I don't gangbang. I don't do nothing like that. You know what I mean? But just the way that I like to dress. It's comfortable for me. Why you
Be
wear
the next coming up LL Cool J,
why
dog.
you wear
Ladies love cool jokes.
Ladies
love cool jokes.
Ladies love cool jokes. But I just told you, I mean, I'd rather do it my way, dog, because I've seen it work. You know what I mean? Not to say that it didn't happen that way. Like my prime example is J.O.K.E.S. J.O.K.E.S started off completely away from what he wanted to do, and he, you know what I mean, kind of worked with what worked. But now you see he performed at the Staples Center with a Hanes T-shirt and fucking basketball shorts on.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Like, if as long as the message is there, the music is 100% proper, and you can build a following off of that, there ain't no reason why you can't do it your way. You know what I mean? That's how I looked at it. I mean, it might take a little longer. In the words of the great Nipsey Hussle, we might have to take the stairs, dog. But it is what it is, my boy. I'd rather take the stairs and not have to make no shortcuts and not have to fucking compromise to what anybody else. I remember when with the jokes thing, we can even say, I'll even bring one prime example was when Capone gave me a contract, and he called me one night after I read the contract. I didn't want to sign it, and he called me, and we had probably a good hour conversation. And he's like, Jokes, you want to keep Jokes? Okay, so what we can do is fucking paint your face, and you know what I mean, you can kind of look like the Joker, like, or we can paint yourself like a clown. Swear to God, homie. He's like, we got to just make it work with your image, you know what I mean? Maybe we can get one of those Joker hats or fucking something that just makes. I'm just like, bro.
No,
like,
that's not me.
That's not what I'm doing. It's not Jokes isn't Jokes. Like, Joke stands for Jehovah's Only King established in sin. It actually means something to me. I made it mean something to me.
You're a Jehovah's Witness?
I was raised a Jehovah's Witness,
Okay.
regardless
Are
of my
you a
beliefs.
Jehovah's Witness or not?
I'm not baptized Jehovah's Witness, but that's the religion that I was raised in, and I do carry myself.
You
like
celebrate
that.
your birthday?
Nah, I don't celebrate holidays.
Serio?
Yeah.
No Christmas or nothing?
Nah. My kids' birthdays until they're old enough to understand. Like I said, I wasn't baptized or anything. I wasn't like put into it in that type of light, but I do carry myself by the way I was raised. I mean.
All right. It stands for what? Jehovah's
Only King established in sin.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope. I never knew
established in sin.
Yeah. And it's apostrophe N, so I made it work. So there's no in sin. It's just established in like sin. You know what I mean? I made it work, dog.
Yeah.
That's dope. So what you got? Who do you want to work with in the future?
I need a record with you. You got one with me. I need one with you.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. No, that's for sure.
I need an FKM record. Man, there's so many people that I want to work with, bro. Probably the pinnacle of everything, I would say, and it's only because I respect his music and his grind and like the independency of what he's done with his shit is fucking like on a major scale in my eyes. Fucking Tech-9, dog. I love Tech-9.
That'll be hard.
I absolutely love Tech-9. Like that, the way that he literally, I got Strange Music fucking his logo tattooed on my ankle. Like
that's tight.
And it's not just based off the music. Like it's based off just his whole what it represents. Like it's an independent hustle. This fool started from the bottom. He got somebody to embrace his shit, endorse it, and fucking sponsor it, and he fucking ran from there, dog. He didn't change. That's what I'm saying. It comes back to that. He didn't change a damn thing.
Yeah.
He did it the way he did. He built a cult following off of it, and now he's a fucking millionaire, homie.
So what are your plans? You're gonna drop these 2 albums, and what after that? You're gonna stick with Danny Boy? You're gonna try to do your own thing?
That's where it's at, bro. That's home, dog. That's fucking home base right there. I ain't trying to do nothing else because the music and everything that comes out of that, the two of us, like it's a beautiful thing with, you know what I mean, input from my boy right here, fucking anything that, you know what I mean, anybody's opinion that matters, like it comes beautifully when me and him work together. So we're definitely already, like I said, I got 2 projects, one my solo project. Oh, and I have a project with Underground Chemist. Me and Underground Chemist, he's a producer.
Yeah.
We're doing a whole EP together. He's supposed to be down here by the end of January, but you know what I'm saying?
Where is he at right now?
I'm not exactly sure where he's located. I think he's up. I think he's more up north, but I don't quote me on that. I don't fucking know, but yeah, we're doing a whole EP together, and I can't say much about it because it's exactly. Only reason I spoke up on the Thresh thing is because I'm very, very excited about that. Not to say that I'm not with this, but I know he wants to keep a lot of shit under wraps with it until we're ready to go with it. But this shit's just gonna reflect on like shit that everybody's been through, bro. Like shit that everybody's been through. Like the whole project as a whole is just shit that everybody can relate to because it's something that everybody.
Before I let you go, I would like to tell you that I would like to make another song with you.
Nah, I don't want to do it.
And I have this good music distribution now that where if you have your ASCAP and everything together, we'll get the money sent straight to our bank accounts. They do their own splits and everything.
Nice.
And I would like to make another song and hopefully try to do a commercial song and get some.
Let's do it, dog.
It's gonna be unpopular as far as in the genre we're in and our fans and everything, but
you've already taken the time to please those fans, though. It's time to fucking
I want to try to make maybe me and you share the profits and everything.
Let's run it, bro.
But I want to try to make something that maybe try to hit another radio song or something.
Why the fuck not? Why the fuck not?
Let's do it.
We did it once. Let's do it again. Shit.
Is there anything you want to let everybody know before we let you go?
Just fucking, I love every single one of you motherfuckers that support everything that I'm doing, man. The journey and everything that we've been through with this shit has been a long one, and it's been we ended up over here, we ended up over here, we ended up trying to do it right, we did it wrong, but not to say it went wrong 100%, but we gonna keep this shit going, and I appreciate everybody that backs it to the fullest, because I get a lot of love within a day's span of shit of just people sharing my shit or liking my shit or telling me keep doing what you're doing, or the females with the hard eyes or fucking, you know what I mean? The fellas with the fucking fists up. Like, hey, I'm just trying to do it to the best of my capability, man. And the fact that anybody fucks with me is a blessing. So just stay tuned because this shit don't ever stop. We going to keep it going. 2020, man. That 2020 vision shit.
There you go. Danny, what you got to say?
Yeah, where the fuck you been at?
Tell y'all love life. Stay tuned. Tell y'all like that.
All right, gracias for coming, my boy. I appreciate you so very much.
Thank you, dog.
And I wish you nothing but success, and hopefully we make something else in the future.
We right back at it, FKM. You already know, bro. I'm proud of you for this shit, bro, and let's keep this shit going. This ain't going to be the first time I'm going to be on here, man. I can't wait to come back and do it again.
Anytime you're up here, let's get you on here, though.
Let's do it,
I know
dog.
you come up here often, so anytime you're up here, it's open to you.
I appreciate you, bro. Thank you, dog.
Thoughts on the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Who you going for?
Fuck the 40 Winers, homie.
Oh. Thoughts on the Super Bowl? Who you got?
49ers.
Oh, man. Who you got, Stoney?
Myself. Gee, what you mean? I'm the Super Bowl.
I think the Chiefs are gonna take it. Patrick Mahomes. I think they're gonna do it, dog.
That's right.
Let's see what happens.
I got the Chiefs tonight, but you know what I mean. Regardless of anything, it don't really fucking matter.
Who you got, Steven? The Chiefs. There you go.
That's right.
There we go.
Yeah,
all right,
that's
my
right.
boy. Thank you for coming.
Don't even trip, brother. Thank
Gracias,
you. Gracias,
Danny. You're always welcome
bro.
over here. You guys have yourself a good one.
Always appreciate the love.
And that's it for this episode.
From the Corra.
Yeah, from the Corra. Much love and respect. Stay solid and stay blessed.
Y'all ain't fucking with the south side. Bang on them, bang on them. Down and swing on them. Fuck a one-on-one, boy, we get the whole gang on them. Double S, it ain't a question. Who you press is Smith & Wesson. Learn your lesson. Pop, pop, pop. Go to heaven, bitch. South side, ride for the cause. Haters run their mouth, blow. Wire they jaw. Better recognize, boy. The blue bandana, goes a blammer. Tools with hammers. Lose your manners. Pill them like a new banana. We got masses. Honeys with big asses. Haters tripping. We're flicking them like ashes. Dodge hits and sticking them like cashes. Make hits and show them what real gas is. We about that life. Aquí para mi raza, better get that right. Controlamos a todo con los cholos. Mi gente, puro sud, puro sud, puro sud 13. 1, 3, double S, this outside, bitch. Yeah, yeah, yeah.